I'm Christine Dowling.
I'm Martin Dowling. We're from Chicago originally, and we're married in Wisconsin, lived in Wisconsin for a long time. Came to Belfast I came here to study Irish history. We came here to play music, actually, was the underlying reason. And we met loads of great guys. Like there was Ernie behind the bar. There was Bernie Stocks. There was Andy. There was Vinzi. There was Benzie. There was Spoolie.
Yeah, sure.
There was Dermy and Tara occasionally. So met all these really cool people.
When we arrived in Belfast, people thought we were crazy for coming here. Absolutely out of our minds. And but we didn't care. We had a brilliant time. We just loved it.
Why did they think you were crazy?
Because of the troubles and the way it's all played up in America, and even the people down south that we knew, a lot of them had never been over the border themselves. So they just thought we were walking into a war zone. But we were, kinda, but not really. You know the way it is here.
When we arrived in 1987, the music in Belfast, the traditional music in Belfast there was an edge to it, which was really attractive. It wasn't maybe what Christine and I do 100%, but it stood out. And there was an effort being made to keep it going, and in terms of musicians in Belfast, it was the traditional musicians who really kept music alive in this city centre, I think. Edgy means not smooth. Edgy means rough and ready. Edgy means on the fiddle, playing pretty close to the bridge with a lot of rosin. Edgy on the flute means taking as much breath as you need to power that music over all the people screaming and yelling. So I'm not saying it was not subtle. There was a lot of subtlety, and there was a lot of music that came in from strange tunes from Fermanagh and Leitrim that were really subtle. And marches and stuff too. But yeah, things are a bit smoother these days. Well, this is an area known as Sailortown originally, and it doesn't look like it did when we first arrived here. It has been transformed into working district, but in the 1980s, it was still more of the docks, and this street was a residential street. A lot of people lived along here. Some still do down the end, but this was all kind of a wilderness in front of us. And these pubs were stuck down the end of this street, and not much happened except a few ships came in and the American Bar, Pat's Bar, and the Rotterdam, and the Stella Maris Club were very quiet pubs, I'd say, for most of the week, until the traditional musicians started jumping into them. 1, 2, 3.
We're going to play a couple of tunes, the Barlow Knife and the West Fork Gals.
So a couple of American tunes by a couple of Americans in Belfast.